What's going on? This is My Life in a Shot. I'm your host, Donald Washington. Today, what's going on? Chicago, January 17th. Yesterday, it was like minus 10. It felt like minus 25 degrees. It was freezing. This morning, about 2:30 a.m. in Little Village, they're going to say that a car pulled up. According to the officials, 29-year-old man was fatally shot while sitting in his car early this morning. Yo. When you walk outside just to warm your car up, just to get outside, it's freezing. What are you doing sitting in the car? And you never expect your ops when it's minus 25 degrees out to even be out. Like, what are you doing? Like, why do you point the gun? I'd be like, if I was out there banging, I'd be like, hey, man, we'll handle this another time. It's too cold. See you in the summer. Just straight up. I ain't about to be out there. Ain't no way. So this happened this morning. Little Village. I think that's the first homicide. They said 3 wounded already. However, this hasn't been updated. This is the 2024 homicide map. 17 homicides so far in Chicago. However, I think Little Village has another one. I'm not sure. I'm going to bring you guys out there. And what do I see? Certain neighborhoods. Cameras. Cameras be everywhere. And they'd be like, in a lot of cases, they'd be like, oh, we don't know what happened. And I'd be like, yo, what's up with this camera? Because Philly, they released their footage for everything. Philly, on their YouTube channel, they got 25 videos they upload almost daily with homicides they can't solve, like the first 48. Yo, if first 48 you can't solve it, go to the media. And I bring you guys out to places. And I show you a lot of this equipment that's on these poles. And what's going on with them. I want to also bring you guys in front of a business. This happened according to a legal help firm on the 4800 block of South Ashland, back of the Yards neighborhood, January 15th. Also, a freezing day out. Her name is China Mitchell, 33 years old. This happened on the 4800 block. I bring you guys out there, but it happened like down the street. And that's a camera that's sort of on the corner, but it happened a little bit down in front of a business. I think it was. So this story is going to read that a woman was shot doing what they described as domestic disturbance. So the police were responding to a domestic disturbance Monday at a business back of the Yards, South Side. When officers responded about 3:30 p.m. to the business on the 4800 block of South Ashland, 31-year-old man, according to this article, allegedly pulled out a handgun and fired shots at the woman. Police said 33-year-old woman suffered gunshot wounds to the head, chest. She was taken to the University of Chicago. She was pronounced. The gunman is in custody and charges are pending. So they're just saying the police responded to a domestic disturbance. I don't know. Was this a boyfriend? Who was this? I'm not sure. They haven't released everything yet. I'm going to bring you an update when I get it. All right. But it is way, way, way too many domestics ending like this. All right. One of the reasons is so many guns. Once upon a time, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, the average person couldn't get their hands on a gun, didn't have a gun. Now the average person has 3. You go ask somebody out there, you go outside on New Year's Eve and you hear your neighbors out blasting like, you got a gun too? Wow. Everybody got guns. This is a whole thing. This is getting out of hand. I'm doing way too many stories on domestics ending up like this, and I'm reading too many stories, news stories about it. I want to bring you guys today the migrant crisis. Out of hand. J.B. Pritzker is now literally begging Greg Abbott from Texas. Literally wrote him a note, published an article in the paper, and it's going to say, I plead with you for mercy. Mercy for the thousands of people who are powerless for speaking for themselves because it's almost 25 degrees below zero. Now, Chicago is a sanctuary city. So guess what? You got to house, food, shelter them. But Greg Abbott responded and said nope. From what I understand, Abbott's office was having none of it. The American Statesman reported Abbott's. It's going to say that the spokesman says the newspaper. It says until you it's going to say instead of complaining about the migrants sent from Texas, where we are also prepared to experience severe winter weather across the state. Like, look, matter of fact, listen to this article right here. It's going to say it right here. Their spokesman going to say no.
No buses from the southern border expected to arrive here in Chicago today. Second day in a row without migrants arriving by bus. And it comes just days after Governor Pritzker reached out directly to Texas Governor Greg Abbott. In a letter, Pritzker urged Governor Abbott to pause drop-offs this past weekend due to the winter storm. Abbott replied that Texas will continue to send migrants until the president secures the border. On that topic, tomorrow Mayor Brandon Johnson was set to hold a meeting with other local mayors to discuss the migrant situation. That meeting's been postponed to Wednesday, yes, due to weather. The mayors are set to discuss strategies to deal with the influx.
So we're talking hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars. Somebody's going to have to pay for this. We're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. We got our own homeless crisis here. Now, for those of you, I do watch people saying, oh, Greg Abbott is this, that, and the third. I'm independent now, so I can call it what I see on both sides of the aisle. And dude said, hey, you voted for it. You wanted it. You got it. Lightfoot was like, bring them all. And he said, oh, okay. All right, cool. Bus, here you go. Your sanctuary city. Okay, that for you wanted it. You voted for it. When you went to the polls in 2020, you voted to open up that border, right? Oh, my state is getting an influx of thousands upon 10 million over the last 4 years, from what I understand. 10 million. And from what I understand, I talked to somebody in the health field that was like a director over the health of a hospital. And she said it's $1 million per migrant. How? You got to have border patrol. You got to have judges, translators, lawyers for them. You got to food, house, shelter, police, ICE, from medical doctors. Every time they get free medical, every time their wives are pregnant, go to the hospital, have a baby. That's $40,000 per child. All right, surgeries, you name it. So they're predicting $1 million per migrant, and there's at least 20,000 on the way here as we speak. I know a lot of y'all hearts in the right place, but if you don't have the tax dollars to do it, you just got to say, hey. And also, one of the things that Chicago, these sanctuary cities, what are they doing? You're making it worse, because what they're doing is saying, hey, come here. We're getting free housing, free shelter, free food, free everything. Come on over. And they like, hey, we gone. We gone. And why not? And why not? I read an article the other day. There's people who's going back over the border, coming back, and then going back to the border. Something about a $2,000 something they get. So if I'm the governor of Texas, oh, y'all up there, y'all voted for this. You wanted to open up the border when it was shut. We had this solved, and y'all open it back over, and my state is getting flooded. I tell you what, you want it, buddy? You got it. You want it? Cool. I'm independent, just like I'm against assault rifles. I got handguns. I can defend myself. Cool with handguns. But okay, y'all want assault rifles? I wish I could say, hey, I push you to what? Like Arizona. Oh, okay, you want a handgun? Great. Here you go, Arizona. Shoot as many schools up as you want. Do what you do. Hey, y'all have at it. Oh, you want a handgun? You want an assault rifle too? Here you go, buddy. I'm going to ship you to Arizona. Handle your business. Oh, yeah. Oh, you do too? Oh, y'all want one? All of y'all want one? Come on. Knock yourself out. Have as many assault rifles, buy 30 of them. Mentally ill, 18, buy as many as you like. And we're going to ship you straight to Arizona or somewhere. I would like to do that. That's what you call you want it, you got it. So you vote for it, you want it, you got it. It's the taste of your own medicine. You voted for it, you fought for it, and Biden said exactly what he wanted to do. All the mayors, Johnson said exactly what he wanted to do. And Greg Abbott's like, oh, you want to, oh, this is what y'all want to do? Okay, cool. I tell you what, how's it feel now that you got a taste of your own medicine? Don't feel that good, do it? Y'all crying up there in New York, ain't y'all? Begging, pleading, please, we beg for mercy. And dude is like, I'm going to put more pressure on you. Anyway, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video. Peace, y'all.
City on fire. Ooh, down to the wire. My life in the shy. Ooh, it's my life in the shy.